What is up, y'all? My name is Like. Welcome to my podcast show, DBFT. Another dub for us. I'm feeling good. Um, that was a very nice response to what happened last week, okay? Because that was trash. But I did come here and say, no need to hang our head. There's no need to hang our head. I mean, why would we hang our head? We're still a good team. We lost. We're down a couple players that last game. So there's so many reasons. I forgot to elaborate that game on the fact that Trayvon, Mr. Diggs, he's our. I would say Micah's the heart, but like to not even. Diggs is like the engine. Like he gets his revved up. You know, he's the engine connected with the gas pedal. Like, I don't know, Micah's the gas. Something like that. But the point is that we like Diggs, man, keeps us motivated. He's the motivator. D Law is there too, but we all know. I mean, D Law, he's not flashy. He's not. He's just gonna be grimy. He's gonna be a dog. He's gonna be doing those tough things out there to win. But Diggs is just on another level, like of just playmaking. You know what I mean? If it isn't him causing a fumble, if it isn't him causing an interception, if it isn't him making the interception, he's doing something. He's getting a pick six, like scoring on his own, scoop six, whatever, man. He's just doing always. He's always making a play in the game. If he isn't popping someone, you know what I'm saying? So he's just like, he makes us go, bro. He makes us go. Losing that is very, very sad, very heartbreaking. We lost him on Thursday and still had to play on Sunday. We were not expecting that. It was unexpected. It's not an excuse. We saw Arizona fall to the 49ers, but they did hang around for a good part of the third quarter. They were down by a touchdown until the end-ish when the 49ers just sealed it because they're just a great team, man. And that's a rivalry, bro. That's a rival game. That's a division game. 49ers Cardinals. You know what I mean? So they're gonna beat on each other. It's like us against 40-0. You know what I'm saying? The Giants. Sometimes though those games can be tricky because they're division games, and even sometimes when it's a bad team against a very good team, uh, you know that bad team can beat the very good team in the division just because they're so familiar. But other times it goes the way us against the Giants. It goes the 49ers against the Cardinals. Although the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals did fight. Josh Dobbs had another decent game. Above decent game. I would say above decent. Josh Dobbs is doing amazing, man. Thinking about, he's a journeyman. He's a journeyman. He's been to team, and he's kind of getting it done over there in Arizona. I mean, they're not overly missing Kyle Murray, even though, I mean, like, that's your franchise quarterback, bro. So that's a whole different story. But I'm just saying, man. Uh, you know, though that's all looking just, it's a perfect setup to next week, to this next week. We're facing the 49ers. We're going to San Francisco. We're going to be on the road in that environment, and we're going to see what both teams are really made of, bro. Either one. The 49ers win, man, they're the darling. They're the darling. If we win, we're taking over, you know? So that's going to be a very exciting game, man, next week. I'll definitely be here post game. That's going to be a Sunday night game. Excited about that. So, man, but enough on that. right now it's right now. You know what I mean? So, let me go ahead and break it down a little bit. Break down my podcast in case you ain't familiar. I go down, give my key plays. Towards the end, I give my game balls. Stay tuned for the game balls. Then I talk about the game stats. Then I talk about a little bit about our next opponent. But I felt that I should just go into it right now. But I'll give a little bit of stats for our next opponent. You know what I'm saying? So uh, that's that. That's that. And maybe I might give something away at the end once again. I did that last week. Nobody picked up on it. But that expired. This week, it'll expire next week. So if y'all don't pick up on what I'm giving away, free stuff, it expires the next week. If y'all don't get it, it's gone. You know what I mean? But that's the thing that I'm bringing right now. As far as I'm barely starting. You know what I mean? I did do this 2 years ago, and I did do every game. But this year I'm gonna do it again, and from now on, every year I'm gonna do this. Hopefully y'all pick up on it, and hopefully that makes me gain a little more Cowboys fans. Following me and supporting my channel. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. That helps me out a ton. You don't even know. Even if you ain't gonna watch me, subscribing helps me out a lot. So like, comment, subscribe, man. I would appreciate it. But yeah, let's get on to this game, man. First of all, we're 3-1. We enjoyed that win 38-3. 38-3, little butt whooping that we caused Bill Belichick, his worst loss in Bill Belichick's career. Okay? Career. Okay? Yeah, I'm saying it that way because I'm adding a little sauce to it, because we added a little sauce to this win by not even allowing a touchdown. Not even allowing a rushing yard. All right, we allowed some rushing yards, but it wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. The way they said they were going to run. Keyshawn and Skip agreed that they were just going to run it down our throat. Blah, 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 blah. Ain't going to happen. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not anytime soon. Okay? That was a one-off. And by the way, Connor, number 6, Cardinals running back, only rushed for 98 yards last week, bruh. He didn't even pass the century mark. Like, they're acting like he got 400 yards on us. Like, come on, man. Come on. But yeah, that was just a one-off, bro. That I came in here and said post game last week, there's no need to hang our head. We'll be back. We'll be back strong. I said that. Just go back and watch. This is why I do this, because I know my team, bro. Actually, my pregame prediction for this game, what the score being 31-17. I don't think anyone. Maybe, I mean, I did kind of see that we could do this. I did. But I thought it would be like 31-7, 30. I just gave 7. I gave them 17 just because I didn't think we could actually pull this off. 38-3. I didn't think we could pull that off. I didn't think we'd be that just on point, but we were. We changed their game script. It was all game script. We changed their game script. We made them play our way. They mentioned it in the broadcast about we're a team built for 3rd and longs on defense. So, like, get them into 3rd and longs and make them throw the ball on us on 3rd downs where we're coming for their head. Micah, Fowler, D-Law, Diggity. You know what I'm saying? We're coming for your head, bro, in 3rd down and long situations. So that's what we're built under. We're also built to we're built overall to stop the pass. With Diggs out, that really takes away from us. But that doesn't mean we're down and out, bro. That doesn't mean we're down and out. So stop panicking, okay? Like, stop listening to the haters. Stop listening to the critiques. Listen to me, okay? I know our team. Of course, I'm going to say, we got a chance to win every game. But when we lose, bro, it ain't a time to panic. It's just, unless it's a playoff game and we lose, then we're out. But until then, there's no need to panic if we lose in the regular season, bro. If we lose too many, then obviously we're out of the playoffs, and that's not going to happen. We're going to win a better part of our. That's the thing that I didn't predict. I didn't predict our record for this year. Yeah, I feel like we could win 12 games. I feel like we could win 11 games. I feel like we could win 13 games, just depending on how Dak goes. This defense is going to be stout. I called it before the season. I said this will be the number one defense in the NFL, leading in categories like points allowed per game. I said they would allow about 10 a game. They allowed 3. They allowed, 3 the other time, 2. They allowed 0. And then last week it was just a one-off, 28 points. That was bad, man. We just weren't prepared for that Arizona Cardinals team. And we don't have enough tape on Dobbs with that team. That was another part of it. There's so many things that happen in that game, bro, that come together to formulate what happened. Okay, so yeah, like I said, no need to panic, man. But yeah, I think we could win around. It just depended on Dak. It's just depending on Dak. Around little 13 games. That would be, I think, the best case scenario would be 13 games. If we win 14, they got me. But 14-3 sounds crazy. But I mean, it can be done. It's just a matter of Dak. How does Dak do? Today he did amazing. Tomorrow he might not. It's just like he just needs to. He has a new a cadence at the line now. They were mentioning that, so that's awesome. That's awesome. He looked very comfortable today, and I think that has a lot to do with his new cadence. Here we go, or whatever it is, man. That's fly, bro. I don't know. He has his own little thing. They say quarterbacks have their own little cadence at the line. But I thought that was interesting. The way he he's changing. And that's maybe a little swag he wanted to add to his game. It may, a little rhythm, like someone at the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? 2 bounces and then you shoot. Spin the ball in your hand. That's his little cadence now. And it gives him a nice little confidence, swagger, and it results in what we saw today. Hopefully he stays that way. I'm not sure if he had that cadence because they brought it up this game like if it was something new, like in this game. So I don't know if that's something that he had at the beginning of the year. I didn't really pay attention to that, but sounds good, looks good. Keep it that way. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But yeah, this season will, make no mistake about it, it will depend on Dak. But the defense will carry us. But Dak needs to be. Dak is going to follow the defense. He's going to be the follower. We're not going to follow Dak like the past years. And, another one of my predictions. Dak, this is a, big picture. Dak, he is not the type of dude that's going to go win you a Super Bowl on his back. He's not going to do that. It's not going to happen. If y'all think Dak is that type of guy, we don't see eye to eye, okay? I'm just saying. He's not that type of guy, bro. He's like more of a game manager-ish. I said this last week. He had an amazing game today, okay? But then the next week, the red zone woes. You know what I'm saying? The red zone woes and stuff like that. I'm just speechless about it. I don't know what's going on. He keeps on going. Look, I think one thing, he keeps on going to the tight end. He or to the tight ends in red zone situations. And today, by the way, we scored a 20-yard touchdown that didn't count as a red zone touchdown. So we still Only scored, I think, one red zone touchdown despite scoring 28 points. I mean, no, we didn't have. Did we have a red zone touchdown? That would have been it. If we did actually. We did. I just remembered. We had Lipsky, our little power back slash fullback, had a red zone touchdown. But that's still not a throwing one. So Dak is still having his little woes, bro. Um, yeah, yeah. So hopefully he fixes that. Because we will go as Dak goes, as the defense goes, as Dak follows. I just made that up, but that's how I see it, man. If that made any sense to y'all, but the last 10 games after a loss, we are 9-1. Just heard that. I wrote down Idogu, our left tackle that's stepping in for Tyron Smith. A Duget. I call him a Duget. I'm gonna call him a Duget, okay? Cause Idoga, some Idoga, whatever. I mean, that sounds like a Duget to me. I don't know that. A Duget. Stepping in nicely for left tackle. You know what I'm saying? He's playing good. Last week he had some trouble. But I mean, this week he was almost flawless. I mean, Dak got sacked a couple times. Might have been him, a Duget, but he's doing nice. He's doing nice. He didn't really. I didn't see any trouble this game, but I mean, like the game script went kind of our way. So that being said, those were the little points I wanted to make before I start our key plays. All right. So here we go with the key plays. First quarter. Great start. Pass to Gallup. Ferguson gets involved. It was running, it was running, but then we kick a field goal. That miscommunication happened between Dak and Pollard. And then when they zoomed into Dak after in the replay, he walks up to Pollard and says, "Kill." As the announcers had said before, I saw that they had said, he killed the play, he switched it. Maybe Pollard didn't. There was a miscommunication. Excuse me. And Pollard probably didn't hear Dak. Maybe it's a new cadence that he didn't say kill, he said murder or something. I don't know, but yeah, like there's a miscommunication there. Pollard thought he was gonna do something else than what he did, and maybe Pollard thought he wasn't gonna run the ball. Maybe Pollard thought it was still gonna be a pass. But when Dak turned around, he was just like, oh, crap, I gotta run this ball. But that whatever happened there, bro, that could have been costly. Luckily, we went on and just played, like I said, number one defense style, bro. Number one defense style. Okay? That's the title. Number one defense style. That sounds cool, man. I'm gonna write that down. That's the title for this video. Number one defense style, bro. That's what we played today. Can't say enough about that, bro, because that got us through this game. If we didn't have that, we would have lost because we didn't start off so good, and we started off kicking field goals and one field goal, but that should have been a touchdown, man. We were moving the ball so good. You can't stall your game that way. You can't stall your game that way, man. You're flowing, you're moving the ball like nothing. Then you get stumped for a field goal, bro. Like and off of a miscommunication on third down. I believe it was third and goal when that happened. So then we ended up kicking the field goal because we lost a couple yards on that. So that's not good. That's not good, man. That's not winning football. That miscommunication is a losing play. as you're familiar with me saying, losing play. Um, I'll write it down. I'll write it down. Losing play. Cause like if we have more of those, that's not gonna be good for us, man. You know. And I mean in the overall picture. I don't mean really the miscommunication that happens between a lot of great quarterbacks and not so great running backs, and great quarterbacks, great running backs and not so great quarterbacks, and then both great quarterback and running back. It happens to anybody. Okay, could happen to Joe. It happened to Joe Montana. It happened to Tom Brady. It happened to Aaron Rodgers. It happened to whoever out there. Troy Aikman. Okay, Tony Romo. Okay, it happened to everybody. It's happened. It happens. But that is a losing play. So that did cause us to kick a field goal. We didn't. We gave ourselves no shot to complete that play, and that's a big deal. So we don't want any more of those plays. But from here on, it's positive. It's positive. Just positive vibes, man. Just positive vibes in the air. I love it. I love it. And let's get on with that. Enough negativity, okay, from this video, man. That's not what this video is about, and that's not what I'm about. I'm about positivity, man. So, that was with 11 minutes left in the first. Well, 11 minutes in the first quarter, approximately, and we kick a field goal 3-0. Okay, 3-0, and then first run of the game gets stuffed by D-Law and company. I forgot who got there first. But D-Law was there as well to bring the runner down. And that was nice. That was refreshing. That was refreshing to see after what we did last week. You know what I'm saying? So 10 minutes left, a minute later after we score, when, our opponent got the ball, Patriots, and we make a big stop on their first run of the game. You know what I'm saying? That was big. And then the Pats kick a field goal, and it's 3-3. It's tied. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And I want to mention, we had solid red zone D on that. We had solid red zone D. That was good. Winning play. Winning plays. You know what I'm saying? But in typical number one defense style, we stopped them in the red zone and held them to a field goal, which they did to us. But that was their only score of the game, guys. Keep that in mind. So we move on. CD scores on a go route, 20-yard TD, not red zone TD. Never in my entire years of being on this earth, I've been watching the Cowboys since the 90s. Never did I know that. I know there's been talks about moving the red zone out to the 30-yard line, because that's basically where where most of the NFL teams score from. So they were kind of trying to decide to, since we're a passing league now. Back then in the 90s, it was a running league. I heard whispers that they were going to change the red zone to the 30-yard line. Apparently not. I mean, it would skew a lot of stats and everything. Maybe they decided not to. But I never in my life knew that if you're on the 20-yard line and you score a touchdown, it does not count as a red zone touchdown. I thought 20 and in, but it's the 19 and in. That is crazy. I never knew that, bro. If you knew that, comment, leave a comment and say I knew that. Because you're one in a million. I don't know. I didn't know that, bro. I don't know if y'all knew that, but man, that is kind of crazy. That should have counted as a red zone touchdown. That was a very, very, very nice dime by our boy Dak. Our boy Dak. Dak to the future, okay? Dak to the future. Laced him with a nice little handoff. That was a handoff, bro. That was nice. So that made it 10-3 with a minute left in the first quarter. So now we go off to Ezekiel Elliott. I should have said, I should have started off with this, but you know, thank you for the memories, bro. Thank you for the memories. You were a very nice, very, very nice running back, especially when you first came in the league for us. Um, Coming right out of Ohio State, not missing a beat from your Ohio State in your rookie season. Got like 1,600 yards. Um, what was it? 14 touchdowns, something like that. Can't really think of how many touchdowns he had. I think it was 14, but um, and finishing runner up, I guess, to Dak Prescott in the offensive rookie of the year. I mean, which everyone knows Zeke should have won that. Everyone knows Zeke should have won that. Okay, it Dak Prescott was like what 20? What was that? 27 touch. No. It was 23 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Am I right? Leave it in the comments if y'all know those stats. For Dak's rookie season, I think it was 23 and touchdowns and 4 picks that he threw that season. But that's minuscule nowadays, bro. I mean, I know that the picks were down. Okay, the picks were down, but 23 touchdowns. That sounds like back in the 90s. Okay, he didn't even cross 25. Okay, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm hating, but Zeke should have won that. We all know that, man. He was our workhorse, our moving the ball, just ground game assassin, bro. He just was on another level in his rookie season. So he should have won that. Thanks for the memories, Zeke. We miss you, but we don't want you back. I'm sorry. You're looking good this season, by the way. You had 80 yards last week. And game script didn't really allow you to run this week. And maybe I believe they should have used him more because, I mean, he had a grind, a chip on his shoulder, if you will, against us. I mean, a little bit. You know what I mean? He has that adrenaline from playing his former team. Of course, he wants to beat our ass. Of course. So I don't see why Bill Belichick and they were saying Skip and Keyshawn was saying that he's gonna get a lot of the bulk of the carries, and Bill Belichick is just gonna run him and run him and run him. That didn't happen. Not even to start the game. Stevenson started. That would have been nice if they would have started Zeke and seen what he would just do right off the bat. Because it's like you sit down and then you go in the game on the second drive. It's not the same as you just starting, because your adrenaline is already pumping. We just honored you with that video that apparently he got emotional. I didn't see that. I don't know if y'all saw that. Maybe if y'all were at the game or something like that. But cool to watch, man. Cool to watch. So that's 2 former running backs that have been with us for a while, then come back into the house that they metaphorically built. And then back then Emmitt Smith in Texas Stadium came back and cried in the locker room in halftime. Everybody knows that. Every true fan knows that. And Emmitt, man, Emmitt is just Emmitt, bro, the leading rusher in the league. Emmitt, we love you for sure, and we do miss you, and we do want you back. Okay, Emmitt could come back anytime and be our running back, man. But yeah, all jokes aside, we do miss Zeke. Thank you for the memories. What else can I say? I mean, what else can I say? What else is there to say? But yeah, they should have ran him more. That's all I'm saying. Zeke gets 9 yards on his first run, then picks up the first down on the next play. And we didn't see this. We didn't see that. And I thought he was going to do it. And I felt like if he did it, we would have cheered. I felt it, man. I felt it. And he didn't do it. And I was disappointed. Low key, I was disappointed. I'm not going to lie. Because I saw him do it last week. I saw him do it last week and not this week. Maybe it was a form of respect, which, I respect that. But I think it would have been a form of respect to do it. No? Am I wrong? Leave that in the comments. Would you have to seeing Zeke eat. You know, I would have liked to see that. I don't know. Because, I mean, we beat their ass anyways, you know. So, it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, I mean, I see it as in, like, that would have been funny, you know, funny, cute. It would have been cute, you know, would have been cute. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Pause, but you know, if there's a pause that's needed there, but that was right before the first quarter ended. That Zeke got that first down. Then we head off into the second quarter. What did I write? Oh, great stop on fourth down. That was an amazing stop because you don't really see that play get stopped a lot. It was 4th and 1. They didn't even get half a yard. That was crazy. Man. They barely even got half a yard. You know, so whoever made that stop, I didn't see who made that stop exactly. I know, well, it was more so him being on his own player's back, the quarterback, Mac Jones, number 10 for New England. It was basically him giving himself up over his lineman. Basically, this is what stopped him. He could have gone more to the side and probably picked up the first, maybe. But someone else was there to stop him. I didn't see who that was, but I know that our boy Wilson, number 6, was there to just completely tackle him. You know what I mean? Make sure that we stopped him. That was Wilson. So, you know, good job with our defense right there. That is number 1 defense style, you know, for sure. So great stop on 4th down with 13 minutes in the second quarter. That was amazing. Okay. But as the commentators did explain, you know, who's man, Jalen Hurts would have gotten that first down. He's like automatic on that. Tom Brady, we know was automatic on that. So certain quarterbacks just have a knack to doing that. I mean, you know, you talk about Hurts. He's a rushing quarterback. He's a running quarterback. Very strong. Okay, not so big, tall, but like he's strong. So he will get those. He's a running quarterback and he's strong. So he'll get those hard yards. And Tom Brady was a different story. He's not a runner at all. Matter of fact, I think he runs like a 7-2, 40-yard dash. You know, he's not fast at all. He's not fast at all, but he had a knack for doing that. You know what I mean? So certain quarterbacks just have a knack for doing that, man. But not Mac Jones. Mac Jones does not. Okay, so then great stop on 4th down. We go off to Fowler with the chicken strip sandwich. Okay, I don't know why I said that, but with the chicken strip, sack, and LVE, scoop and score, scoop 6. You know, LVE, man. Let's give it up for LVE. Wolf Hunter, he howled in the end zone. We saw that. That was nice. That was cool. I liked seeing that. So now that makes the score 18-3. And it just doesn't get any better from here for the Patriots. Okay. Yeah, that was a very nice game. So yeah, then 11 minutes left. We faked the extra point right after that. For that extra point, we fake it. The punter throws to number 99, Golston. Okay. And we convert the 2-point conversion. What the announcers came up with is that, or you know, they got it correct. Of course, they didn't come up with it and it was wrong. They saw that all 11 of their guys were coming in to rush the field goal, and I don't know if you know, it's like they said, that's like at the end of the game when they're trying to go for the win, and you're just like going all in to block it. That's not on an extra point. So apparently, we had some sort of cadence called at the line, some sort of signal, some sort of audible that we called if we ever saw that type of stuff. 11 guys at the line coming to block the kicks, because obviously, most likely, they're going to block the kick. We're outnumbered. It's 8-11. My bad. I don't know how to do math. It's 9-11 because you have the kicker and the holder. So you're outnumbered blocking wise. So if all 11 guys are at the line, that's an easy 2-point conversion. And luckily, I don't know what they saw, man. I don't know what they saw. I don't know if it was pregame planned. I don't know if, like the announcer said, there's a little cadence at the line in case that ever does happen. Maybe two players, the punter just looks at Golston and is like, it's coming to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But whatever we did, it worked. And it's just perfect, bro. It just worked perfect. And I was just surprised. I was like, man, we're trying to run up the score, but I didn't see off of first glance that they had 11 guys on the line. I didn't pick that up. I don't know if y'all did. If y'all did, good for y'all, man, and leave it in the comments if you did. But yeah, I didn't see that at first, and that was nice. That was nice. I'll admit that. That was very, very out of the ordinary to go 11 men rushing the field goal. And it was very out of the ordinary for us to go for two, fake the field goal, fake the extra point. Just a weird play, and it caught everybody off guard, even the announcers. So, yeah. I don't know, but we got 18 points off, 2 points off of that. So it made it 18 instead of 16. 2-3 for them. And that was with 11 minutes left in the ball game at that point in the second quarter, my bad, in the second quarter. So then Micah comes out. That made my heart drop. I was, before the season, I said, I don't think I said it in a video, but in my head, and I should speak more about the thoughts in my head. That's why I try to do it. But I did say there's two players that we cannot lose if we want to have a successful season that carries us, that makes us tick, that makes us go. That's Micah, and that's Diggs. Diggs got injured. He's out for the season. And Micah came out of the game limping, looking like came out of the game and just immediately went to take a seat on the turf sideline, and I was just like no, it's a curse. I'm like, it's a curse. Not only do we have a player named Curse that says number 1 on the jersey for some reason, he changed his number from 27 to number 1, but not only do we have a player named Curse, but we're cursed. And, thankfully, Michael was all right. Hopefully, he's all right. Hopefully, he wasn't out there playing with something torn, something. Just no, man. Nah, man. Just no. Just don't do that to us. Football gods. Just don't do that to us, please. Okay? We can't lose Micah. We just can't. Apparently, we can afford to lose Diggs because of what I'm about to say right now, but we cannot, under no circumstances, lose Micah Parsons and go win a Super Bowl. We cannot be out our two best defenders in a number 1 defense year and go in a Super Bowl. We can't do that. We just can't. We can't do that. We can't. As sure as Dak Prescott can't carry a trash team and put him on his back, sort of like Tom Brady-esque a couple seasons ago with the New England Patriots. As sure as Dak can't do that, we cannot go in the Super Bowl without Diggs and Micah both missing, bro. We just can't do it. It's almost impossible. I would say there's a 0.5% chance That can happen. But that's a major credit to Diggs and to Micah. Okay, that's to take nothing away from our football team, and just that's just not gonna happen, guys. It's just not gonna happen. So we better hope not to lose Micah. Micah makes us go, bro. Like, we see it. We see it. He's all over the place, coming from the middle. Now we're trying to put him now against the center 1-on-1, so that he could just go through the middle. We're trying to move him there more now. So he's not only coming off the edge now, bro. Or the edges. He's coming off the middle as well. To go 1-on-1, like down, like a DT, bro. That's special. I want y'all to know that is special. To have a guy that's not the biggest guy in the world. He's not the biggest guy in the world, bro. He's a little bit, I would say, undersized, but he's just so strong and fast that he can do all of that, bro. And it's just a very, very big asset to have. A very, very big asset to have, bro. That's a very big asset to have. I'm just saying. So when Micah came out of the game, I was just, heartache, Pepto. I need some Pepto Bismol, just that can't happen, man. That can't happen. And Bland, as soon as Micah went out, the very next play, our fallback plan, if things go south on defense, Bland almost got a pick six right after Micah left to the sideline, bro. But yeah, we added. So then, okay, that was with 10 minutes left that I wrote that down. And then we got the ball back. We added a field goal after a nice smooth drive, I might add, with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, right before halftime. Field goal. So now we're 21-3. 21-3. So now, with a minute left, our replacement to Diggs, which I said, and I will paraphrase because I don't remember exactly how I said it. This number 26, man. I know I ain't talking about Aaron Glenn. Deron Bland is gonna be a star, bro. If he isn't already. It's his second season in the NFL. Last year, he led the whole squad, including Trayvon Diggs, with 5 picks in limited playing time in the slot, which is the hardest position to cover, bro. Because they have the whole field to work with. If you're on the boundary, you're on the edge, on the bounds, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the whole, you could go, but you're the corner can push you up and pin you against that out of bounds, and against, and make plays against you from that. When you're in the slot, not only you're guarding the quickest guy on the field. More times than not, a slot receiver is the quickest guy on the field usually. You got your Cole Beasleys, you got your Julian Edelmans, you got your Percy Harvins, if you will. You have your Brandon Cooks. That's tough. That's crazy. You got McLaurin. I don't know if McLaurin, but McLaurin type of receivers. Deshaun Jackson type of receivers, just quick on that slot position. So he had 5 picks last season, led the team in his rookie season, limited playing time in the slot. That is just overkill, bro. Honestly, and he's gonna be a star, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. To me, I called it before the season. Last season, I called it, as a matter of fact. But I wasn't doing this last season. But nonetheless, he's going to be a star, man. He's going to be a star. And there we go. Pick six. Took it to the house. Like Trick Daddy. Take it to the house. You remember that? He took it to the house. Okay? That was nice, bro. 28-3 with 1 minute left in before halftime. I did write down, this is his moment for Bland, Deron Bland. This is his moment. Will he capture it or just let it slip? You like that? You know where I got that from. Y'all know that song, you know? Our boy Eminem. But will he capture it or let it slip, man? That's going to be an interesting thing to watch. You know, my prediction, he's going to capture the moment. That's my prediction. He captures the ball in his hands. He captures the football in his hands. How is he not going to capture the moment? You know? So, big replacement. Big. Just what another an asset, bro. Just a very. And it's crazy because that just shows how good I know my team. I'm telling you that I know. Like, they were talking about on Undisputed, Skip and Keyshawn were kind of saying, oh, yeah, Deron Bland, they should move him to the slot and actually have Jordan Lewis play on the outside. I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That sounded like Stephen A. Smith. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, we want Deron Bland on the outside, okay? I feel like he's more of an outside guy. That's my opinion. It's crazy that they just see him as a slot, a very good slot corner, nonetheless. But they just see him as a slot corner. I see him as a number one corner, bro. Potentially. Right now, he's a number 2 for sure. But I see him as a number 1 corner, bro. You might need to move Gilly. Actually, you know, Bland is playing on Trayvon Diggs' side. And they are not having Gilly chase the best receiver. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that, man. They're not having Gilly track the best receiver, bro. They are going with Bland to replace Diggs, just straight up. That is saying something. Okay? Just pay attention to that. I feel like I'm in the zone, bro. I feel like this is my best episode yet. Just on opinion. You know, educated opinion. You know what I'm saying? From knowing my team, of course. From never missing a game in my life. As you know, as far as memory goes. You know, maybe when I was like 5, I did. But yeah, off of memory, as far as I could remember, you know, that saying. But never missed a game, man. Just putting it out there, you know. By the way, like, comment, subscribe if you feel me. Like, comment, subscribe if you know, if you're gonna F with me. I would appreciate it, bro. It helps out a lot. Like I said at the beginning of the video. And I appreciate it, and I'll appreciate you, and I'll show you appreciation by giving stuff away. Trust me, bro. Just trust me. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna happen. Okay. So we get off now into the third quarter. We are up 28-3. Bland gets his second pick, and he should have had 3. And he should have had 2 pick sixes. Because I mentioned that one that he, you know. So, that was nice, man. He got a second pick. And I wrote down he's definitely going to capture the moment and not let it slip. He's definitely going to do that. And I called it in my other videos. Go back and watch. It's there. Okay? I ain't making it up. Okay? So that was with 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Barely starting off the third quarter. So very good momentum going into the second half. even though we already had the momentum. That just made it like another level. Okay. And so now Dak is, and I quote, a grown ass man. Okay. You know who said that. The man sitting on across the field on the other side now, in this game. Like, you see him stand in there and just take the hits, bro, and just throw a perfect pass. I like when he does that. I like when that's when he's in a rhythm, though. You don't really see him doing that. You see him doing that inaccurately when he's not in a rhythm. But when he's in the rhythm and feeling himself, oof, he will throw a perfect dime and just take the biggest hit in the world, bro. He did that twice. I think it was both in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. But I had to write it down. I'm just like, man, Dak is a grown ass man. But that's not to say I'm saying that he's the best quarterback in the league and blah blah blah. No, no. I already said he's more of a game manager. But man, bro, he's a grown man, bro. Like he he's got heart. He's got heart. He's gonna compete. The only problem is he's not gonna lead a non. He's not gonna have what Tony Romo had and lead us to the playoffs. He needs this squad right here. He needs a built-up squad, okay? Which he is very fortunate at having. Something Romo never had in his career, at least not health-wise. Like he had Sean Lee, he had DeMarcus Ware, he had Anthony Spencer. Talking about Romo, but they were never together in the game for consistent time. It was always someone missing. It was always the offensive line not being good. Then we got the offensive line. Then the defensive player came out. Then it was always something with Romo's squad, bro. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Romo was doing more with less. Dak is doing less with more. In other words, that's what I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Romo was a gunslinger. He's going to go win games for you, which got him into trouble because he didn't have the team built around him. He didn't have the team around him to carry him when he was not doing great, not looking so hot out there. Dak has had that for almost his whole career. So think about that. Romo had to carry squads, bro. There's no doubt about it. Go back and watch. It was Romo's team. This is not Dak's team. It was a couple of seasons. It never worked out. It was Zeke and Dak's team. Then when Zeke started, dwindling down, it became Dak's team completely. But this is not Dak's team no more, bro. This is Micah Parsons' team, and this is Trayvon Diggs' team. Make no mistake about it, guys. Make no mistake about it. Okay? But that being said, 28 for 34, 261 yards, 1 TD. Very game manager style. Very, very game manager style. Which I say is gonna have to happen in order for us to win the season. Dak can't have... last week he had 38 passes, right? But very little yards. Very little yards. That's what I mean. He's gonna have to dink and Dak, like Skip Bayless says. He's gonna have to be dink and Dak to win this season. That's all he needs. Just be consistent, score a touchdown. The running backs will get. Pollard will get the rest. Dowdle will get the rest. whoever you want to, Lamb might rush and get some, and and Lipsky. So Dak ain't gonna need to have like so many, and he might improve in the red zone going on the season. They're gonna find a way to score in the red zone, bro. I don't see them just stalling the whole season. Um, that being said, um, just we don't need too much from Dak this season, bro. I said that he's not gonna have maybe 1 or 2 games over 300 yards this season, and so far it's holding true. He hasn't had a 300-yard game yet, but yet he's thrown the ball so many times. He's just not gonna be having those major yards because we're more of a short, get it out quick offense this season with the being West Coast now, and running our offense through Mike McCarthy as he's the play caller now. So we're not gonna need Dak to put up 350 yards, 400 yards a game. No, we're not gonna need that. All we need is a little 250, a 250 piece. Couple of like 35 throws, 250 yards. A good completion percentage, of course. You want to have, ideally, you want to be above 68%. Okay, ideally. But you could have like 66%. Okay, 67. Okay, you could be there. 65 maybe. And get your little touchdown a game. Two. Let's just say 2 touchdowns a game. To make him get like 30 for the season. So as long as he has that, and our defense stays healthy for the most part, going forward, because obviously, elephant in the room. But as long as that happens, bro, we're gonna go to the playoffs and we're gonna get far and we're gonna win a lot of games. 13, okay, is my call, like I was saying earlier. But yeah, that's to put it into perspective of as far as like Dak goes, and what we're dealing with Romo and what Romo dealt with. Nobody ever respected Romo. That's another thing. Nobody ever respected what Romo was doing with less, because they didn't know that it was lesser of a team than some teams that we've had in the past, like the Roger Staubach teams, or the we always had good corners. We always had some great defenders. We always had in those Super Bowl wins. You know what I mean? If you want to talk about Randy White and Too Tall Jones, and like, you know what I mean? We had for a while we had well, not for a while, for the Super Bowls we had was it Larry Brown? I want to say Larry Brown was his name, but Brown, the corner that ended up winning the MVP of the Super Bowl one year. And we had prime time, you know what I'm saying, after a while too. And it's just, we had those great corners, bro. That didn't happen with Romo. Romo had Mike Jenkins, even though he was always injured. Terrence Newman, even though he was always, would get injured. And then what? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you gotta put things into perspective before you go talking about, oh, he ain't the quarterback. Oh, he panics a lot. Oh, he throws the game away. He's trying to do too much. We've seen Dak try to do too much last season, and what happened? He led the league in picks, even though he missed like 6 games, bro. Come on, man. He led the league in picks of quarterbacks that played the whole season front to back, and he missed like 6 games, bro. 5, 6 games, whatever it was. I think it was 5, but the point is, he missed the games and he still led the league in interceptions thrown. Think about that, man. He was trying to do too much, which Romo used to have to do, and it didn't work out for him either. So just like it didn't work out for Romo for the most part, even though I think Romo should have been the starter in 2016. which is a whole different story. I know damn well Jerry Jones wanted that. I don't know how someone usurped Jerry Jones's opinion on that, which is a different story for a different day. But I'm just saying, man, Romo should have, would have led us to a Super Bowl that year, 2016. Mark my words. Even though we can't ever, we'll never know. I'm just saying, that was Romo's season, bro. That was Romo's season. I know he got hurt. I know he was fragile. Okay, but you could have thrown Romo back in there, and if he gets hurt, he gets hurt. You know, you have your third string, and you have Dak. So it would have been a win-win. Whereas if you just knock Romo out of the picture and put Dak in, that's a rookie, that just wasn't smart, bro. That just wasn't smart. It just wasn't smart. I wouldn't have done that, bro. I would have just kept the veteran in, even though Dak went on a hot streak and won. He was not the thrower of the football that Romo was. He did not have control of the team the way Romo did. He did not have the capacity that Romo had in his brain from audibles, from knowing what he's seeing and reading the defenses. And you got to put it into perspective, guys. Like, you can't just go, oh, yeah, he's hot. Leave him in there. The rookie. Leave him. No, man, he's hot. No one has film on him. It doesn't mean he particularly knows what to do with each defensive, with each view of the defense that he's looking at in every play. It doesn't mean that. It just means that he's good. It means that he's good. But it means that, they don't have tape on him, bro. What are they going to study? When he was in college with A&M, like, I believe that's where he went. I mean, like, are they going to look at that tape? And no, it's a whole different, it's the NFL. So they could look at that tape and, get some things, which in the playoffs, I guess they did. And then they had the whole season to look at. So then that's just leading to failure right there, bro. That's just leading your team to failure, bro. Where Romo would have just dissected defenses that year because he had the squad, he had the offense and defensive potential to do that. And you want to go with a rookie quarterback, bro. That just wasn't smart, man. That's a regrettable, one of the most regrettable decisions that we've made, aside from getting rid of Mr. Jimmy Johnson, which I regret till this day as well. Jimmy Johnson could have still been our coach till this day. I want y'all to realize that, guys. Jimmy Johnson would have still been our coach, still winning Super Bowls. He would have been the Bill Belichick. There wouldn't have been a Bill Belichick if Jimmy Johnson stays with the Cowboys, bro. I'm just saying, so many things wouldn't have been born. Maybe even Tom Brady wouldn't have came about because we were winning so good that Tom Brady never built a squad because we were just winning it would have affected so many things, man. But that's just in my head. I'm going off on a rant, okay? Because this game, there's not much notes left, okay? And I can freestyle it a little bit and talk about what's in my head about the past, So, yeah. Moving on from the Dak segment. I thought that was going to be a shorter Dak segment. But I did add that in there, Dak segment. Okay, so I like the way that turned out. So there we go. That was with, when he was taking the hits and stuff with 10 minutes left in the third quarter. And one thing I want to say about Bland, that they mentioned in the game, the commentators did, 8 picks since 2022, his rookie season. Most in the NFL. He leads the NFL in INT since 2022 when he came in. So he had 5 last season. Think about that. He had 5 last season, and he already has 3 this season in 4 games, guys. In 4 games, he has 3. Remember a couple seasons ago when Diggs started off the season with a pick in each of the first 7 games and set a record and whatnot? It's not a streak yet. It's not a streak. It's not a complete streak like since the beginning of the season, but it is a streak nonetheless. He does have 3 in 4 games. I would keep an eye on that. There's 17 games to be played. Total. I would keep an eye on that. I would keep an eye on that. Just saying. Now we go out to Aubrey with the field goal to make it 31-3 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. We go out to 3 minutes in the third quarter. We go for it on 4th down. Dak had Ferguson right away when he said, here we go, or whatever he says. Then he says, hut, or whatever he says, and receives the ball, or whatever he did. And then he just gets chased. But he had Ferguson open right away at the 1st down marker. We missed that. But once again, I hate going for it on 4th down in situations where it is kind of unnecessary. I'm just saying, okay, just put the ball, bro. Put the ball. We're up 31. We're 31-3. Okay, we're up 31-3. It's the third quarter, but we're up 31-3. Just kick the ball, kick a field goal or punt the ball. I don't know. I forgot where we're at exactly, but obviously we're in their territory, but you gotta kick the ball, either a field goal or a punt, but kick it. Just saying, it's 4th down, bro, and you're up. Don't lose that momentum. That's dangerous. You just never know. Okay, you just never know. Man, I wouldn't play with that. But obviously we felt very comfortable. We've very confident, and that's sometimes what bites you in the butt. Atlanta was confident when they were 28-3 in the Super Bowl at halftime. They were confident, and guess what happened? Tom Brady happened. In this case it wasn't Tom Brady, but it was still the Patriots. Okay, there could still be a Tom Brady spirit inside of Mac Jones somehow. I don't know, man. You never know. So I wouldn't have done that. I would have just kicked it. Like I said, punt or a field goal. Either way, I would have just kicked it. That's just me, though. So 3 minutes left, but Ferguson was wide open. Just throwing that out there. Ferguson was wide open. So we did miss that. But start of the 4th quarter. And there's only two notes in the 4th quarter, 2 key plays. 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Turpin makes big play on reverse, but can't finish the play. It was a 46-yard rush where he fumbled the ball. Luckily, McKeon hustled. Did you see that replay, bro? That says a lot about that guy. Honestly, like that, he didn't do that for anything other than, I think what he saw was a guy trailing Turpin, and his IQ was so good that he's like, okay, this guy's gonna probably, because it looked like he was gaining on Turpin. Obviously, Turpin is worrying about the guys to his left and trying to still get to the end zone on them. And there was a guy trailing Turpin, so I think McKeon saw that and just tracked him just in case. And sure enough, the guy peanut punches the ball out, and McKeon is there for the recovery. Amazing, bro. Amazing winning play. I wrote it. Well, hold up. I didn't write it down. Winning play. Exclamation mark. That's a winning play, bro. We're already up 31-3, but awesome. Just amazing, bro. That was awesome. I just love that, bro. I love to see that. So great hustle by McKeon. Number 84, winning play. Hold up. I did write it down. It was just on another spot that I didn't look at. I did write it down. Winning play. So then this is the last key play, and then we're going to get off into the game stats and the game balls, and then our next opponent. So here we go. Lipsky puts it in. And there we have it, 38-3 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That was the last score of the game. The rest of the 6 minutes didn't matter. Nothing happened. And the game is over. So, amazing game. Let's give it up for the Dallas Cowboys, bro. We did very good. Our team did very good. I love it. And yeah, let's just go off into the player stats, okay? So that you know, we can end this soon here. So, Dak Prescott, as I said earlier, 28 of 34 for 261 yards, 1 touchdown. Nothing amazing, but it was very efficient and very necessary. Okay? So, Pollard, 11 rushes, 47 yards, 4.3 a carry. Not great, but pretty efficient and very necessary. Okay? Ferguson, 7 catches for 77 yards, 11 a catch. 11 average a catch. 11.0 a catch. Very necessary. Okay? Very necessary. Gallup, 5 catches. You know, Gallup with 2 back-to-back solid weeks. You know, solid. You know, over 10 average catch. Going back to last game. Did I say last season? Before that, but no, I meant last game. If I did say last season, I'm not sure, but last game and this game, 2 back-to-back outings for Michael Gallup. This week he had 5 catches for 60 yards, 12.0 a catch. Tolbert got into it a little bit. Okay, he had a little better average than both Ferguson and Gallup. He had 4 catches for 53 yards, 13.2 catch. And Lamb, last but not least, definitely not least, our boy CD Lamb, 4 catches for 36 yards, 9.0 a catch. And of course he had that nice little raindrop from Dak Prescott for a touchdown on a go route. Awesome play. Just dotted. Dak Prescott dotted. Okay, he dotted that. And that was awesome to watch. So hopefully Dak has more connections like that with CD, of course, with the Gallup, and with Cooks. Let's get Cooks in there. Let's get Cooks some love, bro. Let's get him on some 50-yard bombs, okay? Even though we're not about that, let's try it, okay? We could have tried it this game just to practice because we're already up. You know, we could have just done it. But I think we kind of tried a couple plays but it just wasn't there, and Dak didn't go deep. So, pause. But, yeah. Deron Bland, 2 INTs. That'll get it done. Fowler and Williams, Sam Williams and Dante Fowler, 1 sack each. 1 sack each. And the game stats said we had 3 sacks, but yet it was only showing Fowler and Williams with a sack. I'm not sure why it said 3 sacks. And I thought Parsons had gotten a sack earlier in the game, but apparently not. Maybe it was Parsons that had, and they didn't have the sack on his stats. I don't know what happened there. The point is, Fowler and Williams each had 1 sack. The game officially counted 2 sacks for us. Well, I'll reassure that that's what it said in the sacks. Yeah, so sacks allowed. Oh, we allowed. Never mind, man. We allowed 3. They allowed 2. So yeah, we got 2 sacks. My bad. I was tripping. But anyways, that is the game player stats. Wait, okay, I have Jones, their quarterback, 12 of 21 for 150 yards, 2 INTs, both by the same player. We had Zappy is his name, 4 for 9 with 57 yards. and they both had trash QBRs. So then we had Stevenson, 14 rushes, 30 yards, 2.1 a carry with 8 yards being his longest run of the game. Zeke, we know his 9-yard long run that led to a first down in the next play by him as well. He had 6 for 16 for 2.7 a carry. You know, we miss you, but we don't want you back, man. I'm sorry. We do miss you though. Like honestly, we miss your energy, bro. That's big. That would have helped us through the loss of Trayvon Diggs, to have Zeke there. To be honest, if we want to be honest, but yeah, just his production on the field wouldn't have merited him staying. Okay, it's only the sideline and the locker room stuff that we would have. We do miss Zeke in that capacity. We do want him back in that capacity. Just not carrying the ball so many times. We could have had him as a goal line back. I believe the Steelers did that for Jerome Bettis late in his career when they had, I think, Parker as a number 39 Parker as a running back, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was 39 Parker as the starter at that point that was taking over for Jerome Bettis late in his career, and they were using Jerome Bettis for more goal line situations and short down stuff. I believe that's what we could have done with Zeke, like, little 5 carries a game type stuff. But I think Zeke still thought he had something in the tank left. That's why he was seeing himself as more of a, 10 carries to 15 carries a game type of guy. We weren't willing to do that, so that's why we ended up letting him go. So it is what it is, man. 6 carries for 16 yards. Last week, though, he had like 14 carries for 80 yards or something like that. Like 4 point something a carry. He did good last week. Did I say last season again? I'm tripping. But anyways, I am kind of tired, man. So yeah, I mean, it's like when they say you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here. We miss you, but we don't want you back on the field. We just don't. I'm sorry. Unless it's for goal line plays. That would be different, bro. But yeah, that's that. That wraps up the player stats. Let's go to hold on. Let's go to the game stats. Okay? And then after that, stay tuned for the game balls, and then that's that. That wraps it up. But, and then we're going to go into our opponent, of course. But let me say something. If you have stayed to the end of this video, like, comment, subscribe first of all, okay? But also, if you stayed to the end of this video, write down in the comments right now, I stayed till the end. I stayed till the end. Write that in the comments. You have to write it that way. I stayed till the end. I will cash app you $50. I will get in contact with you somehow, some way, if you leave that in the comments. And I will cash app you $50, bro. No joke. I'm going to do it. I did it the previous 2 weeks. Nobody claimed it. Obviously, nobody stayed to the end of the video. I don't know what happened there. But that $50 is available if you write down I stayed till the end in the comments right now. And if I see it before the week is over, offer expires at the end of each week. So now, this week, the last week, offer expired, okay? This week, next week when we play against the 49ers, the offer is going to expire then for this week. So go ahead and leave that in the comments. I stayed till the end. I will cash app you $50. No joke. That's free $50, man. Free $50. I spit a little bit, but got a little excited there for free. Who doesn't get excited for free stuff? Okay. So yeah, we went 38-3. This is going into the team stats. New England had, let's start off with New England. Total yards, 253 yards to our 377. Passing yards, they had 200 yards passing to our 253. Not much of a difference there, but it got it done. I'm saying We're not gonna need Dak to do that much through the air. Okay. Rushing, they had 53 yards. We had 124. We broke the century mark as a team rushing. Okay. Yards per play, they had 4.6. We had 5.5. First downs, they had 10. And we had 22. Winning stuff right there. Third down efficiency, once again, 4 out of 13 for them, 8 out of 15 for us. Winning plays, bro. Fourth down efficiency, they were 0 for 2, we were 0 for 1. Didn't really matter. But I would like to have seen 0 for 0 on our side on fourth down, because we didn't need to go for it on fourth down. That's a whole different story. Mike McCarthy loves going for it on fourth down for some reason. I think he thinks he's playing Madden. I'm not sure. I don't think he takes the game serious. I'm just saying, bro. Total plays. They had 55 total plays. We had 69. You know. Two sacks allowed. They had 2 sacks allowed. We had 3 sacks allowed. Not great, but it got it done. We got it done. Okay. They had 5 punts. We had 2 punts. Okay. Penalty yards. They had 6 for 50. 6 penalties for 50 yards. We had 5 penalties for 32 yards. So good job on the penalties this week, guys. Like, it wasn't crazy. Nothing crazy like I think last week. We were just out of there. But yeah, 5 for 32, man. I'll take that. Even like, in a clean win, that's not bad. That wouldn't have cost you the game. You know what I mean? Type stuff. So, fumbles lost. They lost 1 fumble. We lost 0. But Turpin did fumble. We just didn't lose it. We gained it because of McKeon's hustle. Okay? That's why it pays to hustle. Okay? Interceptions thrown. They had 2 interceptions thrown. Both caught by Deron Bland. 1 taken to the house by Deron Bland. Okay? Interceptions thrown for us, 0. Because Dak was perfect. Okay? Time of possession, they were 24 minutes and 51 seconds. We were at 35 minutes and 9 seconds. Okay, that tops off our team stats. So now it's time for the moment that y'all been waiting for. Our game balls. Okay, our game balls. Here it goes. Offensive game ball. I want to take this moment to say, Mr. Dak Prescott. Well, hold on. I'm showing the remote part. It's a remote. Dak Prescott, you get the offensive game ball. Congratulations. You get the offensive game ball. Thank you. Okay. You did a good job. 28 of 34 for 261 yards, 1 touchdown. That's awesome. It's awesome. We want that every week. Okay, every freaking week, we want you to do the same thing. Okay, we want you to do the same thing. Our defensive game ball goes to your boy. I don't know if that counts. Our boy, okay, Deron Bland, bro. Trayvon Diggs is replacement. That's what we should call him. Okay, the replacement. That's Deron Bland. That's amazing. 2 picks in this game, bro. You get the game ball on defense. Dak and Deron Bland, y'all won us the game simultaneously. Does that go? Did I use that correctly? I don't know, but that's what I'm gonna go with. They get the game balls for this game, guys, and I'm gonna cap this off with talking a little bit about our next opponent. We are gonna face the 49ers at San Fran, so we're gonna run over there and hopefully not get ran on by CMC. Run CMC. Christian McCaffrey. Whew. Christian McCaffrey had himself a career day, as well as a historic 49er day. He had 20 rushes, for 106 yards, 5.3 a carry, 3 rushing touchdowns, added 1 through the air, and also added 7 catches for 71 yards for 1 touchdown, like I just said. Total, he had 4 touchdowns for the game, which tied him with Jerry Rice for the most touchdowns in a game in franchise history. That's the GOAT, okay? Jerry Rice, that's the GOAT, okay? I feel like Randy Moss is the best receiver in history. That's my opinion. But Jerry Rice doesn't fall far from Randy Moss, bro. Just Jerry Rice was amazing, you know what I'm saying? And to be in that company as a young cat, and also as a white boy, you know what I'm saying? And as a 49er, bro. That's amazing. That's amazing for Run CMC right there. You know, so congrats to him. But we're gonna look to stop that this coming game. That's gonna be a lot to. We got Run CMC. We got Deebo Samuel, the bully. Deebo. His name is Deebo for a reason, guys. Brandon Ayuk, and we got Brock Purdy. That we got to deal with this coming week. Just to say a little bit of their stats. I'm not sure Deebo Samuel didn't have really much of a game today against Arizona, but Brandon Ayuk, bro, had 6 receptions for 148 yards, 24.7. I don't know what his long was, but 24.7 a grab, bro. And Brock Purdy was 20 for 21 for 283 yards and 1 touchdown. 20 for 21 for 283 yards and a touchdown was Brock Purdy. What the heck happened out there, bro? That's what I want to know. I don't know, but they did hella good. That's all I know. They won 16-35. We're gonna have to deal with that team, with that squad. And it was actually played in San Francisco. We're gonna have to deal with that in San Francisco as well. So hopefully they're a little tired from scoring that many points. We did have 28 though. Wait, my bad. We had 38. Never mind. We had 38. We had 3 more points than them. But they came more as a. I don't know how their points came, but it seems like 20 rushes for 106 yards, 3 touchdowns. It seems like McCaffrey did a lot of that, so the offense had a lot to do with that. All those scores, more so than the defense. Even though their defense is stout. But I'm just saying, our defense did a lot of the hard work this week. Hopefully, we're not too worn out going into next week. Hopefully, we're not too banged up. I know Micah got a little banged up. It pains me to say this, but I hope we don't have to rest Micah for this game, man. I hope we don't have to rest Micah for this game, bro. Anyways, that does it for this segment of my podcast, DBFT. My name is Like. I will be here next week. I will be here for the following weeks, for every Cowboy game, for the rest of my life, hopefully. Okay? And, yeah, that does it. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, write the thing down in the comments that I said earlier. If you don't know, you need to go back and watch. Get caught up, because you can win some. Okay? Just saying. Okay, so like, comment, subscribe. See you next week. This has been Like, and we them boys. All right, I'm out.